Good morning, students. I hope all of you are well. Today we have to do the next topic, that is the properties of definite integral. And properties of definite integral, with the help of these properties, the question becomes too easy. We can do the questions in a very easy way. And now we have the properties. First one is 0 to a fx dx is equal to a to b ft dt. As you know, the variable of integration is a dummy variable, because here this integrand depends upon the function fx and the limits of the integral, not on the variable of integration. And therefore this a to b fx dx is equal to a to b ft dt. And now we have a to b fx dx is equal to minus of b to a fx dx. This is the P1 property. That means in this case we have to interchange the limits. When we have to interchange the limits, that means upper into lower and lower into upper, then we have a negative sign. और इसको हम जहाँ पर नेगेटिव साइन मिलता है तो हम उसके अंदर हम यूज करते हैं इसको वापस बनाने के लिए, क्योंकि इसके अंदर क्या होता है कि जो लोअर लिमिट है वहाँ पर स्मॉल वैल्यू होती है, अपर लिमिट में बिग वैल्यू। ठीक है, और नेगेटिव साइन को रिमूव करने के लिए हम इस प्रॉपर्टी का यूज करते हैं। और इन पर्टिकुलरली इफ वी हैव a to a fx dx, then its value is equal to 0, क्योंकि हमारे पास ये जो इंटीग्रल है a to b fx dx यानी कि किसके इक्वल है, एफ बी कैपिटल एफ बी माइनस एफ डी। तो एफ ए माइनस एफ ए यू विल गेट 0। And now we have the next one, a to b fx dx is equal to a to c fx dx plus c to b fx dx। ये हम वहाँ पर अप्लाई करते हैं जहाँ पर हमें स्टेप वाइज यानी कि ब्रेकिंग पॉइंट्स में फंक्शन गिवन हो। यानी कि अगर हमें, जैसे कि सपोज करो अगर आपको यहाँ फतेहाबाद से दिल्ली जाना है तो रास्ते में आप रुक जाते हो थोड़ी देर के लिए कहीं पर भी, आई थिंक रोहतक में रुक जाते हो, तो सेम उसी तरह से यहाँ पर एक ब्रेकिंग पॉइंट आ जाता है, तो हम उस ब्रेकिंग पॉइंट पर रुक जाते हैं a to c fx dx प्लस c to b fx dx। इसका प्रूफ बहुत इजी है, अपनी बुक में से इसको कर लेना। And now we have the next one, a to b fx dx is equal to a to b f of a plus b minus x dx। यानी कि इसके अंदर क्या है कि यहाँ पर हम चेंज कर देते हैं सम ऑफ लिमिट्स माइनस एक्स। अब ये इसके इक्वल कैसे आया, इसके लिए देखिए, अब इसको हम सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड से करते हैं। सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड में हम पुट करेंगे a plus b minus x as t। a plus b minus x is equal to t, and now change the limits। when x is equal to a, then what will happen, t is equal to b। चेक कर लीजिए इसको साथ साथ, t is equal to b, and when x is equal to b, then t is equal to a। Is it clear? And this derivative of this a0 b0 and minus x, that means we have minus dx is equal to dt। Is it clear? सब्स्टिट्यूशन मेथड में ये स्टेप्स जरूरी होते हैं, इसको डिफरेंशिएट करना और लिमिट्स को चेंज करना। एंड देयरफॉर दिस right hand side becomes, that is b to a, that is ft, because a plus b minus x as t, and ft minus dt, because dx is equal to minus dt. And now consume this negative sign. Negative sign is there. According to P1 property, you can write this as a to b fx dx. A to b, that is ft dt. And because it is a dummy variable, indefinite integral, and therefore according to this first one, you can write this as a to b fx dx. That is the left hand side. Is it clear? That means in space a to b fx dx, we can write this as a f of a plus b माइनस एक्स डी एक्स। और इस प्रॉपर्टी को हम वहाँ पे अप्लाई करते हैं जहाँ इसको अप्लाई करने से डिनोमिनेटर सेम आता है। अभी हम बाद में एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू देखेंगे इसको। और जो नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी है हमारे, next one is 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. That is the reduced form of P3. 0 to a, that means we have 0 plus a minus x, we get 0 to a f of a minus x dx. This is the fourth property. And now we have the next one. The next one is 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to 0 to a fx dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. Is it clear? And now we have to do the proof for this. And first of all, we have to use the breaking point integral. In between 0 to 2a, we have 0 to a, and therefore we have to write the left hand side is equal to 0 to a fx dx plus a to 2a, a to 2a fx dx. This left hand side we can write is equal to this one. As when you have to compare this, the first part is same 0 to a fx dx, and second part is not same 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx, and here we have 0 to a to 2a fx dx. And now we have to prove this part by substitution. In substitution, we have to consider this 2a minus x is equal to t, and minus dx is equal to dt. Is it clear? I am not writing here minus dx, and change the limits when x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, t is equal to 2a. And when x is equal to a, then t is equal to, yes, 2a minus a, that is equal to a. Is it clear? And therefore this integral, that is 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx is equal to, yes, right here, 2a to a ft and minus dt, because dx is equal to minus dt. And now according to the P1, we can change the upper limit into lower limit. Negative sign will be there, and therefore we can write it is equal to a to f2a ft dt, and this ft dt we can change into fx dx. That means we can write this as 0 to a to 2a fx dx. Is it clear? That means in the second integrand both will be the same. That means we have 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to 0 to a fx dx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x dx. Is it clear to everyone? And now we have the next one, which is a reduced part of this. If we have 2a minus x is equal to f of 2a minus x is equal to fx, then we have 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to twice of 0 to a fx dx. If this f of 2a minus x is equal to fx, it becomes fx. Both will be the same. Double of this, we get twice of 0 to a fx dx. And if f of 2a minus x is equal to minus fx, then its value is equal to 0. Is it clear? And now we have the next one, that is the most important. In this integral, we have minus a to a fx dx. That means both the values, upper limit and lower limit, have the same value and change in a negative sign. Then that is equal to twice of 0 to a fx dx if fx is an even function. What is even function? Yes, रिमाइंड कीजिए. Even function, that means f of minus x is equal to fx. If it is even function, then its value is equal to twice of 0 to a fx dx, and its value is equal to 0 if fx is an odd function. Odd function, that means we have f of minus x is equal to minus fx. Is it clear? और इसका प्रूफ बहुत इजी है. इसको ब्रेक करोगे माइनस ए टू जीरो एंड देन जीरो टू ए के लिए. ठीक है, प्रूफ बुक में दिया हुआ है, वहां से देख लेना. और इसको हम बड़ी स्मार्टली इसको हम यूज करेंगे. इज इट क्लियर? एंड नाउ we have the example, that is minus 1 to 2 modulus of x cube minus x dx. As you see here, modulus function we have to define into parts, that is the stepwise functions. And first of all, we have to find the zeros of the polynomial. The polynomial is x cube minus x. So what are the zeros of the polynomial? First of all, we have to write in factor form, that means x into x minus 1 into x plus 1. Zeros of the polynomial, that means that values which makes the function equal to 0. And now here the zeros of the polynomial are 0, 1 and minus 1. And now here the limits of integration, that is minus 1 to 2. We have to find the integrand in between minus 1 to 2, and therefore we have to represent this on a number line. That is, suppose this point is minus 1 and this will be 0. We have to represent the zeros also on the number line. Suppose this value is 1 and this point is equal to 2. And now we have to check for the positive and negative sign of the polynomial in between minus 1 to 0. If we have to consider minus 0.5, we get minus 0.5 negative value. This is negative value and this will be positive, and overall we get a positive sign. And in between 0 and 1, we have to consider 0.5. 0.5 You will get here minus 0.5, here 1.5. That means we get a negative sign. And in between 1 and 2, if you have to choose 1.5, you will get a positive sign. That means in this intervals, minus 1 to 0 we have positive sign, 0 to 1 we have negative sign, and 1 to 2 we have again a positive sign. That means this magnitude means modulus of x cube minus x is equal to, in first interval, that is we have positive sign, that means x cube minus x, and in second interval, that means in between 0 and 1 we have a negative sign, that means minus of x cube minus x. And in the third interval, in between 1 and 2 we get a positive sign, that means we have x cube minus x. That means in this interval minus 1 to 2 we have the modulus of x cube minus x in three parts. That means in between minus 1 to 0 we have a positive sign, for second interval we have negative sign, and for third interval we have a positive sign. And therefore we can write this as minus 1 to 2 modulus of x cube minus x dx is equal to minus 1 to 0, then 0 to 1, and 1 to 2. That is according to the breaking point. And therefore we have negative sign, you have to consume this x minus x cube dx and this as it is, and now integrate this x4 by 4 minus x square by 2 and integrate in separately, and then substitute the limits. First of all you have to substitute upper limit, then you have to substitute lower limit, and after simplification you will get the answer. ठीक है, अगर मैं इसको सिंप्लीफाई करूंगी तो वीडियो लंबी बन जाएगी, इसलिए बेटर होगा कि आप इसको साथ साथ अपनी कैलकुलेशंस कर लीजिए. Now we have the next example, that is minus 1 to 1 sine power 5x cos power 4x dx. Here you have to see the limits are same, change in a negative sign. That means according to the seventh property we have to check for the odd and even function. For odd and even function we have to change this x into minus x. That means here fx is sine power 5x and cos power 4x, and therefore f of minus x is equal to sine power 5 of minus x. Sin x is odd or even function? Yes, odd है या even है हमारे पास? Sin x is an odd function and cos x is an even function, because sin of minus x is equal to minus sin x and cos of minus x is equal to cos x. That is according to the trigonometry, and therefore here sine power 5 which is odd, and therefore we get here minus of sine power 5x into cos power 4x, and therefore that is equal to minus of fx. Yes, now f of minus x is equal to minus of fx, and therefore it is odd or even? Yes, it is an odd function. it's odd function, and therefore directly you have to write here this is an odd function, and therefore you can write this as limit of -1 to 1 sine power 5x cos power 4x is equal to 0. Is it clear? And now for the next one, that is minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 sine square x dx. Minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 sine square x dx. And now again we have the same limits change in a negative sign, and therefore we have to check for the odd or even function. Here sin x is an odd function, but its power is even, and therefore it is an even function. And for this even function we have to write that is equal to minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 sine square x dx is equal to, यस इवन फंक्शन के लिए हमारे पास किसके इक्वल था, रिमाइंड कीजिए जल्दी से, अगर याद नहीं आ रहा तो अपनी बुक खोल कर देखिए. दैट इज ट्वाइस ऑफ 0 टू पाई बाय 4 साइन स्क्वायर एक्स. एंड नाउ वी हैव टू डू द इंटीग्रल ऑफ साइन स्क्वायर एक्स. इन ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक के अंदर हमने किया था, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक के अंदर जब हमारे पास साइन स्क्वायर एक्स आ जाता है तो हम इसको चेंज करते हैं 1 माइनस कोस 2x में. इज इट क्लियर? इसको 1 माइनस कोस 2x में चेंज करो. दैट मीन्स वी गेट ट्वाइस ऑफ 0 टू पाई बाय 4 1 माइनस कोस 2x by 2 dx by using the trigonometry, and then you will get 0 to pi by 4 1 minus cos 2x dx. Then integrate this x minus 1 by 2 sin 2x, limit is 0 to pi by 4, then substitute the limits, you will get pi by 4 minus 1 by 2. I hope you understand this. Now we have the next example, most important, 0 to pi x sin dx upon 1 plus cos square x dx. And now here we have integrand, here we have x in the integrand. To remove this x we have to use the fourth property, that is 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a f of a minus x dx. जनरली हम ये प्रॉपर्टी इसके लिए यूज करते हैं इस x को रिमूव करने के लिए. And now you have to see this when you have to change this. Here we have a is pi minus x, 0 to pi minus x sine of pi minus x dx upon 1 plus cos square pi minus x. And now sine of pi minus x, that is sin x, in the second quadrant sine is positive and in the second quadrant cos is negative. That means we have minus cos x, but square is there, therefore we have to write here 1 plus cos square x, and therefore we have to convert it into two parts, 0 to pi sin x dx upon 1 plus cos square x, and minus 0 to pi x sin x upon 1 plus cos square x dx. And this x sin x upon 1 plus cos square x, that is integrand I, and therefore we have to write pi into 0 to pi sin x dx upon 1 plus cos square x minus I, and this minus I take on this left hand side, we get 2i, and this 2i is equal to pi into 0 to pi x sin x, x is removed here, okay, sin x dx upon 1 plus cos square x. इस x को रिमूव करने के लिए हमने इस प्रॉपर्टी का यूज करके दोनों को ऐड किया है. And therefore I is equal to pi by 2 0 to pi sin x dx upon 1 plus cos square x. Is it clear? And now for this we have to substitute cos x is equal to t एंड माइनस साइन एक्स डी एक्स इज इक्वल टू डी टी, क्योंकि अब इंटीग्रेशन इजी हो गया तो इसलिए हम cos x को t सब्सिट्यूट कर रहे हैं और लिमिट्स को चेंज कर रहे हैं. x इज इक्वल टू 0, t इज इक्वल टू 1, व्हेन x इज इक्वल टू पाई, t इज इक्वल टू -1, एंड देन दिस माइनस साइन को कंज्यूम करने के लिए यहाँ पर हमने P1 प्रॉपर्टी का यूज किया, दैट इज इक्वल टू पाई बाई 2 1 to -1 dt upon 1 plus t square. And then here नेगेटिव साइन यहाँ नहीं लिखा हुआ, नेगेटिव साइन को चेंज करना यहाँ लिखना है क्योंकि यहाँ पे sin x dx माइनस dt के इक्वल है, and therefore it becomes pi by 2 minus 1 to 1 dt upon 1 plus t square. अब यहाँ पे लिमिट्स हमारे पास सेम है तो आप इसको ओड और इवन के लिए चेक करेंगे. 1 upon 1 plus t square is an even function, and therefore we have to write twice. This 2 will be cancelled. Pi into 0 to 1 dt upon 1 plus t square. And now what is the integral of 1 upon 1 plus t square? That is equal to tangent inverse t. And then substitute the upper limit and lower limit. You will get pi into tangent inverse 1 minus tangent inverse 0. That means we get pi square by 4. Is it clear to everyone? Now we have the next important example, that is pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx upon 1 plus root of tangent x. Or root of tangent x, first of all we have to convert into sin x and cos x, and in this case we have to use the property a to b fx dx is equal to f of a to b f of a plus b minus x. That means here I is equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx upon 1 plus root of tangent x converted into sin and cos, root cos x upon root cos x plus root sin x. Then apply the property pi by 3 plus pi by 6 minus x, and here also cos pi by 3 plus pi by 6 minus x, sin pi by 3 plus pi by 6 minus x, and now here pi by 3 plus pi by 6, that is pi by 2, cos of pi by 2 minus x, that means we have sin x, and root of cos pi by 2 minus x, root of sin x, and root of sin cos pi by 2 minus x, that means root of sin x. And now as you see in this first equation and the second equation, denominator we get the same, denominator are same, and therefore adding 1 and 2, on adding 1 and 2 we get here root sin x plus root cos x upon root sin x plus root cos x. Add this and that will be cancelled, you will get only 1. That means 2i is equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3 1. And what is the integral of 1? That is x, and then substitute the limits pi by 6 to pi by 3, it becomes pi by 6, and I is equal to pi by 12. Is it clear to everyone? And now we have the next important example, 0 to pi by 2 log of sin x dx. And now log of sin x dx, and by using P4 you can write here log of sin pi by 2 minus x dx, and sin pi by 2 minus x, that is equal to cos x. And now adding 1 and 2, you will get 0 to pi by 2 log sin x plus log cos x. And by using the properties of log, you can write here sin x plus sin x into cos x, log of sin x into cos x. As you know, sin x into cos x, that means if we have to multiply and divide by 2, you will get sin 2 sin x cos x, and that will be happen if we have add log 2 and subtract log 2. And now log 2 log sin x cos x, it becomes log 2 sin x cos x, it becomes log of sin 2x, and then we have to separate, we get 0 to pi by 2 log 2 dx. Is it clear? And then we have this term integrand of this, log 2 is a constant term, integral of 1, that is x, then substitute the values, you will get minus pi by 2 log 2. And now in this integrand, in the first integral, we have to substitute 2x is equal to t. Then 2 dx is equal to dt, and when x is equal to 0, t is equal to 0. When x is equal to pi by 2, t is equal to pi. Therefore, this 2I is equal to 1 by 2, 0 to pi, log of sine t dt. Is it clear? Then here, limit is 0 to pi, and therefore we have to use the sixth property, that means log of sine pi minus t. It becomes log sine t. Sine pi minus t is equal to sine t, and therefore we have to write double of this 0 to pi by 2 log sine t. As t is a dummy variable, and therefore we have to convert into x. It becomes 0 to pi by 2 log sine x dx, and this minus pi by 2 log 2 as it is. And now we get the same integrand जो हमने स्टार्टिंग में स्टार्ट किया था वहीं पर आ गए हम, that is equal to I, and therefore this 2I is equal to I minus pi by 2 log 2, and this I on this side you will get 0 to pi by 2 log sin x dx is equal to minus pi by 2 log 2. Is it clear? Any doubt? And now you have to do exercise 7.11. Thanks and have a nice day.